these are the best and most attractive oud fragrances on the market, and if you guys love oud, then definitely keep on watching. This is a men's colognes channel. There's something about oud, okay? It really just gets me going. It's super attractive, and here I've got really gems for you, some really obscure fragrances that you probably don't know about. So before we start, I want to say something about oud which I find really important, because there is a way to wear oud as a guy that is really off-putting in my opinion, and there is a fecal oud, a really strong oud, which I find that is sort of oud that you can't get rid of. There is amazing things about longevity of fragrance. I myself, like, if I can't smell a fragrance, then it's not attractive. Like, colognes need to be smelled, and for women that is important for a man to smell good. Yes, that is great, but there is a sort of intensity that some oud colognes have that is nauseating, that is, it annihilates, the scent sometimes annihilates anything other. You can't smell anything else. One instance is at this fragrance show. I think one of the exhibitors must have been like spraying the scent, their oud scent, every single day. But I kid you not, the whole street, the whole exhibition center smelled like this oud fragrance, and it was disgusting. Let me tell you, there's nothing more off-putting than just smelling that strong of oud. Don't do it to yourself, that is not good. There is also one instance where I ordered an oud fragrance and it spilled in transit, and let me tell you, this was very high quality oud, but it stunk for days. I couldn't get it, this scent, out of the house for weeks, if I remember correctly. It was horrible. Like, you don't want to smell that strong of oud, because then you can't eat, you can't do anything. It's just all you can smell. You don't want that sort of oud. That is too strong, that is not attractive, that is nauseating. And although it's strong, don't do it to yourself, that is not attractive. Okay, so having said that, the first oud that I find really attractive is this masterpiece from Roja. It is Sweetie Oud. Guys, this is oud blended to perfection. You've got just the right amount of oud to really make this fragrance strong and long-lasting and powerful. But Sweetie Oud smells like macarons, like pastries, like butter. It's just a delicious, absolutely stunning, delicious oud that is Moorish, that you want to eat, that is super sexy, really long lasting. This is a attractive oud. This is what I find super attractive, and I bet loads of women would find really attractive, because it's not too much. This oud makes this fragrance more sophisticated than if it was just the like buttered croissants and French pastries sort of a smell without the oud in it. But with the oud in it, it's really just classy, sophisticated, super strong. And yeah, Roja does oud very well, and this is one of my favorite ouds. If you guys want to grab a sample, I'll link down below my favorite website for samples, and you can get like a small sample, a bigger sample. You can get even the whole bottle. So they are an amazing website with huge selection, so I'll link them down below. Next oud that I find mind-blowingly attractive. This is one of the most, to me, like one of the sexiest colognes for men, and it is Oud Wood. And yes, it might not be like a proper oud that is super animalic, and this might not be even like a raw oud. It might be just a chemical compound of oud, but to me this scent just has the right amount of oudiness, woodiness, dryness to it. It's super attractive. It's dark chocolate. It's so good. You'll get compliments for it wherever you go. I know, because my husband gets compliments for it all the time. People have written this fragrance down when he wears it. I have worn it as well because I'm obsessed with it. It's a fragrance that so many people that we know have bought because they smelt it. Like, it's just something that everybody loves, but because it's an oud fragrance, it's still different enough. Next scent is a very nice French oud, so also a lighter take on oud. To me, that is what makes oud attractive. That is my personal, like, what I find most attractive in men. I think that like really deep ouds, sometimes they're just a tad too much. They're just not airy enough. And there is something to say, like, has been a study done that women find really fresh colognes attractive. Something like airy, show fresh, just something that moves and it's like sporty and sexy, or really deep fragrances like amber or like sweet. So I think that is why I love this fragrance so much. I don't have a bottle of it yet because I love it so much, but it's a Mizensir bottle. So Mizensir, this is another fragrance, but the one that I'm talking about is the one I'm obsessed with. I want to get so bad from my husband. It's Perfect Oud, and it is perfect, okay? It's light, it's an oud done with a really light touch. It's airy, it's woody, it's just really goes and expands in the air, so you really be smelt when you apply that fragrance. It's such an attractive, light, airy, woody. It's perfection, okay? This is what oud should be worn for the attractiveness purpose of it. If you want to just wear oud for yourself, you love it, okay? But if you want to be noticed for your oud fragrance, that is divine. Next up, I've got a Nishane fragrance, and it's called Credo. This is, actually, it might be called Auckland. No, it's called Credo. This is the Extrait de Parfum. This is a newer fragrance from Nishane, and this reminds me a lot of oud wood, so that's perhaps why I love it so much. But there is this, oh, it's so attractive, guys. This is fresh, light, woody, with not a ton of sweetness, just a bit more sweetness than oud wood. It's got this like dark chocolatiness that oud wood has, but done a bit more. There's a lot of this, like, it's still woody, but also this dark chocolate is absolutely delicious and sexy. You want to eat this fragrance, maybe the person who wears it too. It's so, so good. Could be more long lasting and projecting though, but the scent itself is divine. You'll just have to apply it a lot to be smelled. This is the downside, but sometimes you guys keep telling me that I should try like a tamine fragrance, which I also like, and it's similar to oud wood, but it doesn't have that lightness that really makes oud wood and this sexy to me. When the fragrance goes a bit more into like the dry down straight away, it's not the same, and this has got this like oudy, oh, just perfection. Another scent that is, some people might say, oh, it's not oud. It's got oud in the name. It's supposed to smell like oud. Okay, it's Oud for Greatness, Initio. This scent is so good, really loud. So if you want a loud oud fragrance, this is it. This is really transparent woods with a bit of red fruitiness in there. It's delicious, it's sweet, but still very masculine. I love how also clean it smells. Although it's oudy, it smells clean. A bit of a juxtaposition there, but it does smell very clean. And there is something about it that it's super attractive. I've loved it for years. It was one of the first oud fragrances that really got me into oud, like your Roja ouds. But this is like your beginner ouds that everybody loves. And I think with oud, you can really scare some people off, and some people don't like it. So if you want to wear oud and smell attractive, you kind of have to dial down your oudiness and go for something that is more beginner oud or like woody ouds, you know, and this does this perfectly. Next up, we've got one of my favorite ouds that I've talked to you about, this Marsh Oud 4. Oh, it's so good. I love it so much. It's again a very light oud with mint and saffron, but boy, is it sexy. It smells almost like somebody was like driving in a new leather car and was chewing a mint chewing gum. That, like those two smells, they are so good together. And this has got this a bit. Oh, so good. And also you can't get it everywhere, so this could be your secret. It's so good, so attractive. And next we've got one of my favorite ouds of all time, and it's Oud Satin Mood from MFK. This is a Parisian oud. It's velvety, it's rose, it's soft, it's strong. It's so strong, it's crazy. You only need 1 or 2 sprays. You can go for more, but even if you spray like 1 or 2 sprays, you'll be smelling strong all day long. It's no joke, this cologne. And I love how sugary sweet it is, how smooth it is. It smells luxurious and it's so well blended. It's not an animalic oud by any stretch of imagination. This is just a velvety, soft oud that is clean, sweet, and just perfect. This is perfection, okay? So strong, perfect for signature scent because it's so specific. Love it. Smells of luxury. Let me know what is your perfect oud fragrance. I would love to check out some more oud fragrances. So pick the one that you would love me to check out, that you think is the best. I would love to check it out, and also the people watching would also love to check out your suggestions. So link them all down below, and I'll also link in the description, link to getting samples for any of these you want to check out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.